Yeah, I'll just show you what I've done for my peace treaty here. Let me see. Right, so you see I've taken punts out of France here in Champagne, and it's I said I was going to do Brittany last time, and I took most of the populous provinces up here in France. There's a bunch over here as well that I want to take. Oh yeah. Oh, good, good. I personally didn't want to take too much because you have to consider antagonism as well. But I'm mainly concerned about stuff like Austria and Bohemia getting in the way of potential future conquests. I'm keeping Normandy with the French for now. I was thinking about getting Normandy originally, but it was a bit, I think it was a bit too much in the first war. Or at least, how should I put it? It wasn't enough for the war score required to take Normandy. Considering, I don't think the population in Normandy is really enough to really. Yeah. Okay. So it's yeah. Okay. So Normandy does have slightly more than what I have in my county of Champagne, but not by much. But I think I got more land ultimately by doing this. I didn't take Paris though. I think the main reason why is because I don't want them moving their capital. Just leaving it there makes it a lot easier for me to go and take from them in future wars. So I am kind of curious if taking France, does it give you any benefits? Like, do you get anything extra for taking Paris? And you get 100k population. Yeah, I guess it does hurt the French. I mean, I think it hurts the French regardless of where you take it, because they've got so many pops. But I do like the idea of changing my flag, though, so I might take Paris personally, just to do that. I mean, I like the French coat of arms, like the diagonals. Um, I especially like what they've done with the Great Britain flag if you own Paris and Scotland and everything else. Um, I think population-wise, if you really want to hurt the French, you want to go for like these provinces down here. I think they're probably, in terms of like the amount of locations you have to take, it's more efficient to go down here. I'm just looking at, okay, so I've got 200,000 just in the one city. Okay, well, you know what? I didn't realize that it's really, oh my god, that is actually 220,000 in the city. Like, London only has like 44,000. Yeah, sure. Let me see. You can send it in my Discord. I'll just get an E5 thing category. Oh, there we go. I've set it up. I'm gonna get my link here. It's if you scroll down on Twitch, you can find it. Um, I'll All right, thank you. Nice. I've put the thing at the top there as well, so you should be able to. What am I doing? So oh, I'm just waiting for this guy to siege down the fortification. I think I've pretty much got the war goal or something like that. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think that makes sense as far as a war goal goes, because you can you've essentially blocked them off from the northern coast. Yeah, that's good. If you ignore Flanders, I think Flanders is usually fairly disloyal though. I am kind of curious as to how you got the... Oh, Flanders is not a part of this land. Oh, that might have been because Flanders might have left the war before you finished it. I've noticed that some of France's vassals, um, they do leave the war. I did try and take a bunch of these territories around here, and it just wouldn't click with me. But you still in the 100 years? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've still got the 100 years as well. It's just the first phase. Are you talking about the first phase, or are you, like, talking about the situation? Yeah, I might go and form a vassal out of this in Parthenai, and then give this to Aquitaine. I did get an alliance with Spain, actually, fairly recently. These are enemies. Where are they? There we go. Alliance with England. Um, when you go to 100 years, go to conditions to end, and go to more than 130 locations in France. Flanders is not highlighted. That's true. It is. It is true. I was just talking about like Flanders for the purpose of like cutting the French off from the northern coast, because they do get I think they might get naval superiority up here with their vassal, but I'm not totally sure. Maritime presence is the thing that I'm looking for. Yeah, yeah, that's true. It is a bit useless. Not only that, but I think you get more. I think you get more antagonism with the Holy Roman Empire territories if you do take it. So it's probably more trouble than it's worth. All right. I'm just gonna do patrol the seas. Just to get my maritime presence up. A lot of people joining the coalition. I don't really care too much. Did I not get my son better education? Yeah, okay, I've done that. Yeah, he's made it to 13. He's got like standard, fairly average stats. And I don't know how much this is going to increase in the next 3 years. But I might just like start building up my second. Oh, which I've already thought about doing, and I've already done it. So. Oh right, and he's gifted as well, so he might even be a better heir than the first one. All right, now it should be ticking now. So we've got the war roll. Um, maybe I shouldn't do that. It's going to be a quick war, so I might as well just not. So do you know what happens when you finish the 100 Years War in your favor? Like, do you get... I mean, I know that the consequence of finishing the 100 Years War is that you're able to form a new country and form Great Britain. The 100 Years War is the thing that blocks you from doing that, but yeah, I'm just curious. Like, do you get like a claim throne CD or? I should probably check that next time actually when I go into like debug mode. You form the lords. So this is primacy of enability. Oh, well, that gets you the extra discipline. And this is actually pretty useful anyways. And from the Yumri, you get common militias. I think I've already got got the... Why not have it? Oh, I thought I did. Oh, I did last time. I just forgot about it. I haven't really been doing too much in the like privilege and like governance aspect of the game. I've mainly just been focusing on the 100 Years War. Oh, you know what? This is pretty good too. It's getting more gold and silver output. Well, first I've got to see how much silver and gold I've got in the first place, but if I can find raw materials. So as far as I can see, I got 9, so maybe not. I mean, getting the extra 1% minting efficiency or whatever it is pretty useful though. Local army. Well, I can only do 2 reforms. I wanted to get autocracy because having 25% crown power is actually detrimental towards you. So that's something that you probably want to consider in the first place. Building upkeep costs is 11% more expensive. That's like really that's a lot. Like in the long term, you really do not want 11% building upkeep costs. So this is something that I'm kind of trying to steer my country towards is more crown power. They only have 6%. Oh, how do you get your crown power up? I mean, I've got, I think I've got like a couple of, I've got 1 Plantagenet in my government, and I know that increases crown power, but I don't know how else to put it up. What's the yeah. Is that the Black Death? Oh, shit. And in the middle of my war as well, which is not Oh, great. Um, oh, I don't have the Black Death. Wait, hold on, where is it? I do. Wait, where is it? What the fuck? Go through this again. I mean, there must be, like, a claim throne CB somewhere down the line. It's a bit weird that you've only got the one the entire, like, at least as far as I can see. I mean, as far as I've played, I've only played about, like, 20 or 30 years past the first stage. Just having a look at this again. I usually go for the peasants one. This one's pretty good as well, I think. What promotion speed is the thing that I was thinking of, like, when I was like, yeah. This might be the one. This one might be useful to get if I start playing as, like, Spain or Aragon. Getting the reduced war score cost for things. Oh yeah, technically, we are still fighting. This is like a different phase in the 100 Years' War. Most important thing is army tradition. Oh yeah, army tradition. That's always been useful in Europa Universalis games. I think I remember in the previous game, army tradition would increase. I think it would do pretty much most things as far as the army was concerned, but I think the biggest thing was, like, increased morale for your armies. I'm kind of curious as to how you get army tradition in EU5. If it's the same as EU4, then that's going to be very expensive, because that requires effectively, like, losing troops in battles, and the more troops the better. Or sieging things down. Winning battles, alright. There we go. Army morale, as I was saying before, siege ability. Yeah. Alright. I'll just compare and contrast with all these other guys, just to see what they've got. If I can do that with, yeah, I feel like the ledger is a lot worse in this game than it was in E4. This doesn't really give me any information, or at least any useful information. Like, I can't look at armies and compare, like, army tradition with mine. Yeah, I can get a lot of government stuff here, but... Oh, and most of their vassals are disloyal. That's good. We're gonna fuck them up. That. Wow. Stack wipe. Do you know how you can make French vassals disloyal again because of the first place? Well, do what I did and just go directly for French land. If you go for their vassals, especially vassals like Normandy, who are like really powerful in terms of like manpower. If you look at that, they've got 17k. That's 17k of French armies, of their total like military strength. So that's a lot. You don't want to go for Normandy. In that particular instance, if you are interested in keeping their vassals disloyal, you want to go for their direct domain. So these provinces up here, I think you were right in taking these provinces over here because these are very populous on the western coast. Really, just going for anything that has pops, and the more pops, the better. So this one's pretty good, but mainly these ones. Consider that the biggest factor in determining whether someone's going to be loyal or disloyal is going to be the country strength of all vassals. This is all appanages, but I think it also means vassals too. No, okay, so I think appanages might actually have a different, like a separate country strength. I could be wrong. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So the appanages are going to be more loyal. Maybe I would consider just vassalizing or directly annexing the appanages, like Normandy and Anjou, Burgundy, Artois, Bourbon. There are a lot of these like small appanages though, but the big ones would be like Normandy. So maybe you were right in taking Normandy. I'm gonna test it out and debug just to see. There's also this thing here, Nobles Crushing Rebellion. I've noticed this before, and I don't know if this decays over time. Right. Well, I'm gonna start harassing their armies. Go. Send these guys out here. Stackwood. Oh, I just realized it's the wrong province. I guess this guy is going to Dunfermline. Oh, this is the thing here as well. And Edinburgh. Okay. So these vassals are actually doing things now. You were complaining before about vassals not being useful, but obviously, yeah, I think I've before the reason why is because they don't have navies, but they are useful if they have like land access to these lands here. So yeah, generally I would say those vassals are pretty useless. They are useful for instance, like because they have territories that are the wrong culture or cultures that are not accepted in England, like the Welsh, like well maybe the Northumbrians. I'm not sure. I think they're tolerated, but you can use your vassals to effectively culture convert. I wouldn't recommend it because it reduces their liberty desire by 100, and I don't know how slowly or quickly it like decays, so I wouldn't try it until I go into like deep mode and see for myself. But yeah, that's something to consider. I don't know if they actually convert land as well to your culture. But again, it's something to consider in a playthrough. Probably not this one though. Right, so annexed Durham, opposite Chester. So I'm gonna go for Durham next. And I need to improve relations an extra 135. Yeah, great thing is now they've got nothing else to siege down, so I know I've got a flat war score thing. Oh, actually, they do have a couple of territories, whatever. But I mean, it's mostly flat. And it's going to be ticking up in my favor as well. So. I remember last time I did this, I like pieced the French out fairly easily. So. Okay, who's this guy? It's one of their vassals, Ross, or oh, it's just Ross. I'm gonna plot my navies down there. Alright, well, I've got their armies trapped, so that's good. Parliament as well, so I might want to go for one of the French territories. Fuck, how long does it take? So I think it's about 5 years for each parliament, so I might go for something different and then go for France in the next one. That's the most annoying thing. To hunt smaller armies, you have the option to tell your armies to do it automatically, but I don't want to take attrition going nowhere. Right. I'm actually not entirely sure what you mean by that. You mean, are you losing food supply, or are you actually taking attrition when you move into new territories? And I want to make sure that you're talking about the same kind of attrition. It's not like morale attrition. It's like food, you know, troop attrition, like losing troops when you move. I've never seen that before, but it could be possible. Smaller armies are faster than moving food. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I think in that instance, yeah, I wouldn't really bother. I mean, I would maybe fight smaller armies if they're like moving towards your forts. Alright, this guy's gonna start sieging that down so I can go and kill him. Yeah, take that. I might want to start moving my navies out, though. Not their troops trapped, but I just want to see if I can maybe... I don't know if having a navy on the, like, blockading the thing actually helps with the siege anymore. Because I've noticed, I've tried to do that before, and the siege progress doesn't go down, so I think blockading doesn't have as much of an impact as it used to. Oh, I should probably do this. Funding farming estates. Expand farming cost. To increase the amount of pops working with raw goods that require farms. I'm just gonna look at the base cost for that just in one of these like wheat provinces. Infrastructure. This is wheat. Wait, how do I get uh, local food production? This is, but I think army tradition and cannons makes the way for faster siege. Yeah, I think so. That feels like one of the things that's going to be really big once I make it to the 1400s. Or the late 15th century. But right now, I just want to survive the plague, so... yeah, I'll think about that later. Something about increasing trade. Something about increasing trade capacity. I'm just trying to figure out what the advice was. I was reading somewhere about that. It helps a lot with managing your economy, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm just gonna have a look for it. I'm looking the burgers for now. I feel like this is probably something that would do it, right? Burgers trade capacity, trade advantage. Okay, so this is probably something that I want to do. So I can only do it in my cities and towns. Your king is still alive in 1371. He is a commander of your army, and he has really good traits. Yeah, he is. He's probably one of the best characters in the game, I think. Edward III. Much better than the French king. Oh, this guy's pretty good, though. Look at that. He might even be a better military commander than Edward III. Alfonso the 11th. Oh, and this guy in fucking in Barcelona as well. Jesus. So, really, all the Spanish kings... well, Hispanic kings, we'll say. Because, yeah. Serbia as well. That's probably why they were able to, like, take, you know, the Roman Empire there. Jesus. I think you can get the king to survive the Black Death if you seclude the court. I think that's probably, yeah, one of the things you want to do. But you're saying South France was spared from the plague. It's interesting. And employ more laborers. This kind of just implies that it upgrades some of these, but I'm just... Norwich. and employ 1,000 more laborers or slaves or fruit farms. Where are these fruit farms? Oh, oh, I see. So, okay, so these RGOs are a separate thing. They're not buildings. They're like, well, they are a bit like buildings, but they're a separate thing. Okay, I understand now. Oh, oh, that changes everything. Okay, so if I find like gold or silver, I should upgrade the RGO. Or iron, yeah, for those weapons. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Uh, is there like an RGO screen? You know? You can do buildings and stuff, but... Oh, okay, okay, I guess this is the closest thing I can get to an RGO screen, so just look at the gold. There's no gold, there is silver in the London market. But it's in Wales, so I'm not going to upgrade it yet. Iron, there we go. Excellent. So there's the RGO screen, if you're interested. Um, yeah, the problem is there aren't that many laborers in my market, and I'm going to get much, much less once the plague hits, so I'm actually not going to invest in anything yet. Oh yeah. I like increasing ties to neighbors, I think. This is probably one of the better ones. Because you get the diplomatic reputation just when it's being debated, and the 5 diplomats. And it's also really easy to pass. This is also something to consider. Getting population growth, especially with the plague hitting. Um, Farming estates, yeah, I'm thinking farming estates. Oh, wow. Yeah, I want to go for something easy. Or maybe something surrounded by my forts. Maybe something like this. I want to make sure that Have a look here. Requirements not met. No locations that fulfill that. I have no cores anymore in France, so yeah, I think I kind of have to do this. So, fabricate CB, France, Haida, France, I think. Gatineau. You can release Toulouse from France. They lose 1 million pop. Oh yeah. Oh wow. There's 2. Oh really? Wait, hold on. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Does that include... This is not even... There's about 150,000 or slightly less. Whereas to lose like a bigger, maybe it's like one of these like historical realms. Oh right, yeah, of course. I don't think I can see it because it's because France isn't a co-belligerent. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what am I saying? Let me just see. Okay, no, I can see it. I'm just being foolish here because Alright, there we go. Oh, I understand. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, you are right. But the problem is, look at that. The piece cost is 204, so you can't actually do that. It's impossible. How do you do it then? You've done it once. I'd have to, like, test it out and debug. But I suspect it might not be possible. Cousin, here to Arundel. Fitzalan. This was related to Evan Fitzalan, Richard Fitzalan. First Earl of Arundel, son of John Fitzalan. was a nobleman and Welsh marchers. Oh, was one of the feudal barons who became a target for the anger of King John of England. Alright. Fitzalans were descendants of Alan Fitzflard. Oh, okay. Oh, so he's just a famous mercenary who settled in England. That's nice. That's my war goal. It's currently it's in Scotland, so it's this. Oh, you know what? That's why it's so expensive. I understand now. I just realized. Yeah, because these guys aren't a co-belligerent, so everything's going to be more expensive naturally. But I think it don't. What it does is it doubles the cost, so it'd be about 102, wouldn't it? Just gonna have a look at this. There's a way to look at like why it costs. I'd have to have a look when I debug this. Yeah. Or if I manage to do another war with France. But it definitely seems like it's worth it, right? My concern though is that if you were to release um you were to release Toulouse, you might find that it joins the Holy Roman Empire, and that makes it a bit more difficult to conquer because Holy Roman territories are like more expensive in terms of antagonism. So you're going to be antagonizing a significant portion of the Holy Roman Empire, which I'm not comfortable with doing. We can ally them. Oh, okay. So I mean, I do want to take Toulouse in um in my claim throne if I ever find one on France, which I suspect is going to be the case. Like down the line, I think when Edward dies, you're probably going to get the CD. So oh yeah, I had an alliance with the Papal States, and they broke it off. Like when I when I pieced out in this holy war for Anatolia. always build spy network and damage the French relations with Castile when they're a lot weaker than you. They can always call them. Oh yeah, alright. Good idea. Oh, is that how you, I was wondering if there was a way to actually, reduce, relations some way or another, because I don't think you have favors like you did in EU4. So discontent. It's monthly cost. Sabotage reputation, so I think this is what you were looking for. Alright. Yeah, that's neat. Well, another reason why you want a spy network is because it actually increases, like, the bigger your spy network, when you take Paris, you can excommunicate and call crusades. Oh, really? How does that work? Is it because it's a holy site? Oh my god, it is. Oh, one of them is. Wait, hold on, that's not Paris. Uh, okay, well that's the holy site. That's one province away from Harry. Alright. Still something to consider, have a look at. I like the idea of calling a crusade on maybe one of these North African powers. Or like the Roman Empire, I don't know. The Ottomans are a nice one as well, because they, you know, you'd think they'd be a bit of a long-term threat to deal with, like early. You know, it'd be a good idea to call a crusade on them before they become too much of a threat. You only had the option against the Mamluks. Oh, okay, well, probably because of Jerusalem, right? Lord Republic of Veliki Novgorod. I'm just looking at like random stuff that's going on in the north here. Jockid, rival, warlord. Is this something that happens regularly with the Golden Horde? Oh, and it's funny to think about. The Golden Horde are still like they're still Mongolians culturally. Hmm. I kind of want to play as Kiev someday. Because they don't exist in EU4. They're a part of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania at the start. That and Smolensk and Chernihiv and all this stuff here. So I think that'll be interesting to play one day. I'm also really looking forward to that Roman DLC that's coming out next year. Really want to see what they come up with for that. Well, I'm really just more curious to see like what the DLC format's really gonna be like. I'm currently liking what they're doing with Victoria 3. Most recent flavor pack was actually pretty good for Austria, Hungary, and the Balkans. I'm just going to check something now. I want to have a look at the vassals. Okay, so they still have the nobles crushing rebellion, but yeah, it does seem like their appanages are loyal now, so maybe they're spending more on diplomatic spending. Reach ties to subject. Alright. They are going to add more stuff about France and Scotland during the 100 Years' War, but I wonder why, since France is already stronger than England. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, what I am looking forward to is Scottish content more than French content, because France apparently is pretty, like, fairly well fleshed out. Um, um, well, my hope is that they weaken France in the new DLC. I don't think they're going to be strengthening France. I think it's going to be they're going to flesh it out a bit more and make the vassals a little more hesitant to join and fight the 100 Years' War. What are we on? 71%. I think I might just go with the support in Parliament. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I'd wait until the DLC comes out, or at least um, not when the Dev Diaries come out, before making a judgment on whether they're gonna make it stronger or weaker. But I really do hope they're gonna make it weaker. I feel like Austria-Hungary, just as an example, like with another Paradox game, with Victoria 3, they added mechanics for Austria and Hungary, because they split Hungary, they split I think they split Bohemia as well into its own thing as well, into its own like crown land thing. Oh no, it wasn't Bohemia, it was Pennsylvania. Just to kind of simulate the like internal politics of the situation. So like, that it in effect kind of makes Austria a bit weaker in that DLC. But they also added a bunch of like internal politics stuff that also like kind of piled on top of that. It's just generally harder to do things as Austria. I mean, it's not to say that it's hard. I mean, I still find that you can actually expand fairly easily. You can deal with a lot of the early to mid-game stuff easily enough, but it is noticeably harder than it used to be in like since launch. So I'm hoping that they do a similar thing with France. France during has a dispute with Burgundy, which helps England take Normandy. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should be playing England. Maybe I should wait till the DLC comes out. I'm sure they're probably going to have some um, like achievements related to England for the French DLC. Yeah, we'll just go with the stability. Stability is always nice. So that pulls it. Alright, so we're getting the extra fruit farm stuff. Increased prosperity. Means more money. I wonder if they're going to add more start dates, because the EU4 had a lot of those. Yeah, I think they mentioned that they don't want to do more start dates because it requires a lot more effort on the part of the developers who want to, like, um, uh, yeah, yeah, I don't know, it's just, it feels like, I mean, CK3 kind of has the right idea with their fixed start dates, but EU4 had, like, a hybrid system where you could start at any time, any period of time that you wanted. And it had like a full list of like historical, um, it knows where England is in 1533 in January, you know, it accounts for all of that stuff. And apparently that was a lot more work than than the developers wanted to do, and not only that, but a lot of people didn't actually use like the custom start dates. So but if they did something like a 1444 start date, I think that would be pretty popular. I think there's definitely demand for that, and I could understand them maybe wanting to do that 1618. What's the significance behind that? I mean, one thing you could consider with them like adding start dates is that by doing that, they might actually focus more on like the late game stuff. Yeah, I like 1337. It's different because I mean, it's a good start date to like show the change in institutions and the change from like levies to professional armies. Prefer to 1444 because you have time to get used to the game before going for the New World. Well, that was one of the complaints that a lot of people had, was that the New World was, um, at least for me, it felt like it was the obvious strategy, right? You wanted to get to the New World as quickly as humanly possible, but with this, it feels like I don't think you can get to the New World until like the Age of Exploration. So I like that. I think you have a lot to consider and a lot of stuff that you have to do before getting to that point, where you're even considering exploring the New World. And even then, I don't think I'm not entirely sure if it's the meta necessarily. It's very expensive investing all that money in starting up colonies. So, what I would like to try out is Greenland, because Greenland exists as a state, um, and I want to see if I can like do like New World exploration as those guys, or like break off from Norway. I'll just find it here. Yeah, there we go. Greenland is a dominion of Norway. Which in EU4 there is a reference to it. Like if you start exploring Greenland as Norway or Sweden or Denmark, then you can get an event which allows you to uh, it allows you to to like a Sartre religion. EU4 main theme is placed under the name Black Death. Oh, really? Hold on, let me see. Where's the music thing? Use on outliner. Settings. Reset. Oh, there's so much stuff. Oh, apparently there is no music player. Right. I'll probably start sailing back to France in a bit. What research am I doing? I don't know, do I want to keep doing this? I might want to start looking at the Age of Renaissance and start researching like those the vassal related stuff. Diplomatic annexation cost is always good proximity cost. I don't know what that means. Anything to do with control would be great. Max Maggio size seems pretty good too. War with no casus belli cost. I don't know. I mean, I think that reduces the stability cost for that, I think. It's 25. Down to 22.5. Oh, Data's Vault might be good. This actually, I'm thinking about going down that way actually. What's my professional army's like? It's spread to 1.2.5%. 0.25, what is it? So I need to go and import stuff from Venice. I think that's the way you do it now. If you want to increase your institution growth, is to import and export to markets that actually have the institution. I'm kind of curious as to why some of these provinces are in my market and some of these. Oh, I think I know why. It's because some of these are so this is my vassal, so they choose to be in my market, and these guys are technically not my vassals. They're like my vassal's vassals, so they choose to do that. Anyways, all right. I think that makes sense. I think Wales is actually annexing some of their vassals. Okay, let's piece these guys out, please. I'm missing RGOs. Let's look at the diseases. Is that typhus? Oh, they got typhus down in Serbia. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I fucked that up, didn't I? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fucking say this. How do I... Oh, damn. I don't think I can land in France. I might just wait for the war score to tick down. Oh, just give me a sec, sorry, hold on. I'm zoning out here. Oh, this is far back. Oh, jeez. I'll just speed it up, I'm just gonna, like... Probably gonna go split this guy out. Split him up and then start moving these forces out. This way. I'm gonna take as many of these occupations as I can before I leave for the mainland, and hopefully not get snatched up by French armies here. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to. I can even stack wipe this guy. I can die. Come on. Okay. Maybe I should wait, because when I siege them down like this, sorry, when I attack them as quickly as I do, I don't think it gives them an opportunity to stay in the battle for as long as I want them to. I want to actually stack wipe them and defeat their armies. Oh, there we go. Look at it. Right, down to Hastings, my favorite city. Oh, look at all that stability. Bark and bark and bark. Go, go, go. And hope the French don't catch me. I can start moving my navies up north. Leave these guys out to like Hull or whatever. Kingston upon Hull. I think that's Kingston, right? It's not. Yep. Oh jeez. For a second there, I thought I was gonna get like swamped by the French army there. Oh no. Okay, so I might, if I start sieging there in their capital, I might be able to, separate piece them. Have a look at the cast spell. I think it only lasts for 5 years, so I think I made a big mistake by setting the CD on France. I didn't really think about it too much at the time. So I'm thinking I might, yeah. Well, the next time the Parliament comes around, I should be able to do it, though. Yeah, look at all that. 32%. Nice moving out. Right, what? Did I actually retreat this guy? Oh, jeez, they started moving their armies out this way. I don't know what my allies are doing though. I could do war apps and then annul treaties with France. I want to peace out before I do this though. Ouch, wow. I want to do it now. It is increasing my battle war score, so I think maybe this isn't such a bad thing. Yeah, yeah. Look at that. I could just pick them off bit by bit. I have to do it now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it now. Although I might want to keep their alliance with France, because it does use up some of their diplomatic, yeah. We gotta get the alliance anyways, but it might be better just to take the cash. Alright, we'll just do like this, and then... Works. Yeah, okay, I'm not adding you on Discord, thank you. Alright, some of these guys will join the coalition, but I think for the most part, I'm pretty good here. I'm improving relations, so I will be annexing Durham once that's done. But first I want to get around to setting up a thing here. Create a subject, historical subjects, we'll just look for one here. Minor tribe of Galloway. Alright, I'll just do custom subject. Vassal. And we'll get one of my family members. Edmund Fitzallen. Will was first cousin. Well, he's not in line to inherit anything. Same as this guy, but I don't want to send him off. Yeah, it's gonna have to be this guy. And we'll go and grant Siege Province, there we go. If there is one thing that I like about EU5, I mean there's a lot of things about that I like about EU5, but I feel like ceding territories is easier in EU5 than it is in EU4. When you're giving stuff out to your vassals. I'm married adult. Oh, he's an adult now, that's good. Oh, nice. Provence might be a good one. No. Upper Bavaria is also a good one because I think they are. I think they're the emperor, aren't they? Second cousin. So these are all the no daughters, just cousins. Distant second. I'll just wait. Fucking. Let's have a look at this guy. He's got a bunch of children. He's got a lot of sons. Oh, they're all sons. Oh, Jesus. Poland is taking the historical territories in Germany. That's the modern day border, I believe. So if they just keep going down that way, they'll get modern day Poland. Poland would be an interesting country to play, I think. Teutons as well. Yes, I'm losing pops here. I gotta figure out why. So where are they being depopulated from? There are no diseases. Why are they... What's going on? And I've got Bogomils down here as well. Well, I've got, like, Picards moving up into, and... So they're not leaving. Right, well, let's start up that fine cloth trade. And, we'll sell that shit to, whoever will buy it. Oh, no research. Hold on, I'm gonna pause that. Oops. Does that mean I went down this? Oh my god, I might have actually done that. That was quick. This might be a good one to get to kind of counteract the army tradition decay. But I'm gonna focus on getting Days Vault. I want to get those Holy Wars. I just have to get a Casus Belli on one of these countries, like Morocco or Tlemcen. Tlemcen might be a good one. He's got Granada as well. And I can bring Castile into the war. Black Death. Yep, it's starting in the Golden Horde and spreading out. So... I don't know. So Norwich for sure, maybe Lincoln. Yeah, Norwich and Lincoln. We stop building a hospital. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Alright. RGO. Good. Raw materials. Okay, so that's what I should put. It's not goods, it's raw materials. Okay, so there is stone. So if I want to, like, do this, how many... Okay, so we can promote... stone and wood. It's not a lot of wood. Lumber, there we go. Oh yeah, it's not wood, it's lumber. And to be fair, there isn't a lot of it. There's only, like, some in Wales. That's what we'll do. There we go. Excellent. More people are joining coalitions, which I'm still a bit indifferent towards. Yeah, still gonna wait 150 years to start colonizing, you're right. You're right, there's a lot of stuff to do. I still have to deal with the plague. Yeah, no, I want to actually spend the cash. We're almost at the max. I'm actually going to start building up relations with one of these. One of these guys. So we'll do Luxembourg. Not like it's going to do much, but whatever. Oh, it's amazing. It's probably one of my favorite things about this game. It's just like, you look at like Hungary, you look at Serbia, Bulgaria. I mean, this is pretty messy on its own. Then you look at the HRE and it's just like, it's the messiest thing I've ever seen. I actually don't know if there is a way to centralize. I mean, I assume there is a way to do it. You're probably right, but I haven't actually seen it because I haven't played in the HRE yet. But I am looking forward to playing there. Just gonna see, are there any achievements associated with that? I'll still play there regardless, but I want to see. Holy HRE. Yeah, Austria. Oh no. Edward is dead. What the fuck? Oh well, I'm not gonna save scum for that. That's really annoying. I invested a lot of money in this guy and he's dead. Decides to die in a hunting accident. William Plantagenet is now my heir. And he's 90 years old. He's got some shit military stat, but yeah, they killed the wrong kid. Killed the wrong guy. Yeah, my 12-year-old killed him. What happened? Yeah, can have a better education. Let's have a look at that change education. No, he can't have a better education. I've already got the best possible here. Oh well. Hunting accident. We're only going to improve relations with these guys as well. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I mean, there's so much stuff to do with all the internal politics that I haven't even, like, mastered yet. I only just figured out how to increase my RGOs. I haven't really been focusing on that. I mean, I've been focusing for, like, the first 15 hours of this game has just been, like, the first or second stages of the, 100 Years War, just over and over, just to see what I can get out of this. I've learnt a lot of stuff in fighting this war, that I could probably have played a lot of wars, so it's not a total waste. But, yeah. Oh, I thought he was on expensive. Oh, I can't afford it, that's why. Okay, my bad. Hell yeah, take over France. That's the plan. That is the plan. Um... Five. Oh, I can't afford any of this. Oh, no, no. Yeah, we'd rather give our heir the expensive education than increase our like cultural standards and cultural traditions. Um, gonna keep an eye on that black plague that's spreading in Central Asia there. Oh my god. Oh, it's duplicating. Oh, that's not good. Oh, we've gained a core location of launch system. Oh, right, because we've just done this, right? I've been assimilating um the Cornish peoples. And we've got 50% English culture, so that's good. That's just in the one location here. Wow, there's a lot of Gallo people here. A lot of Picards in Canterbury. Is this a city? Some... Pause. Yep, Black Death is spreading. I've got some cash here. Alright, we're gonna move into hiding. You know exactly what's happening here. This is not good. Alright. The Black Death has spread. We're gonna isolate the country. Or maybe control the food market, because it's already here, isn't it? I just isolate the country anyways. Sponsor mass forgiveness. This is a bad one. Let's find the culprits. Scapegoat all those people that we don't like the Picards and the French. Ah, look at that. They've gone. We've kicked them out of London. Scotland. Oh, they're gonna be the death of the British Isles. Oh, they did it. They did it. They got rid of it. I think we're all good. The Black Death won't spread. Oh no. Oh, Ireland fucked up. It was the Pale that did it. Yeah, alright, well, blame the Irish. Scapegoat the Irish here. Apparently there's been marriage union that just ended, so I don't know what happened there. I think someone died from the plague. That's my assumption. Oh, I think the plague has just disappeared in some of these locations. We've built an amount of resistance to the disease. I mean, we're still losing lots of people. We've got, like, you know, about 1 million people dead, but we did it. We survived it. Alright, we'll get past the plague and I'm probably gonna go into it. Once the plague is finished. But I'll be streaming later tonight in a couple of hours. Maybe 3 hours. Ordinance of Labourers. Which means... we're pissing off the peasants, we're increasing the amount of... no intervention necessary. Yeah, we're gonna help out the yeomanry. We're gonna increase the... inflation. Look at all that inflation. Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna do that. I don't want to... I want to steer away from, fiefdom towards a capital economy. Jeez. But we'll have a look at France here.
pretty good.
That's funny. I'm actually gonna stop the stream in like 10 minutes. I'll just raid someone else. What am I doing? Smugglers. Alright, well that's most of the plague done with, so I think I'm gonna start heading off now. I'll raid someone else though in a sec, but I'm gonna go now.
Et merci pour le raid, Edgar, ça fait plaisir. Bienvenue à tous les spectateurs. 27, ça en fait du monde. Alors ici on est en train de souffrir le martyre après la peste.